He had everything: fame, health, a legendary career, a beautiful family. But on January 26, 2020, in a matter of seconds, Kobe Bryant's life came to a sudden and tragic end. The world mourned, fans wept, tributes poured in from every corner of the globe. But what if the real cause of Kobe's final moments wasn't it just a tragic helicopter crash? What if something happened inside his body, something silent, something invisible, that could strike any of us at any moment? Today, we are going to explore the hidden health risk that may have played a critical role in Kobe Bryant's final hours. And more importantly, how it could be threatening your life right now without you even realizing it. Millions of people walk around with this condition every single day. And the worst part? Most of them feel perfectly fine, until it's too late. Let's go back to that foggy Sunday morning in Calabasas, California. Kobe had taken helicopters for years. It was his way of beating Los Angeles traffic and spending more time with his family. He trusted that route, that pilot, that aircraft. On board with him were his daughter Gianna and 7 others. The visibility was poor. The pilot, experienced but flying under visual flight rules, lost control in the dense fog and crashed into a hillside. The official cause: pilot error, disorientation in low visibility. But some medical experts and former pilots started asking a chilling question. Why didn't Kobe brace for impact? Why didn't he react? In high-stress aviation accidents, it's common to see passengers making final movements, reaching for protection, ducking, bracing. But Kobe showed no signs of that. Could he have blacked out? Could something have gone wrong inside his body before the crash? It's a theory that raises even more disturbing questions, because the possible explanation affects millions of people. One possible culprit: a condition known as neurocardiogenic syncope, or more commonly, sudden fainting caused by a miscommunication between the heart and brain. This isn't just passing out from standing too quickly. This is a serious neurological and cardiovascular event that can cause complete loss of consciousness in seconds without any warning. According to the American Heart Association, neurocardiogenic syncope is the most common cause of fainting and affects over 1.5 million Americans every year. But here is the terrifying truth. Most people with this condition don't even know they have it. They might feel a little dizzy from time to time, maybe a racing heart, but many experience their first episode in a car, on a ladder, at the gym, or during a flight. And that can be fatal. Kobe Bryant was known for pushing his body to the limit. Extreme training, high-intensity competition, very little rest. And while that made him one of the greatest athletes in history, it could also have masked signs of autonomic dysfunction, because elite athletes often develop something called athletic heart syndrome, an enlarged heart that beats more slowly at rest. While not dangerous in itself, in rare cases, this condition can combine with neurological triggers like anxiety, dehydration, or sudden altitude changes to cause catastrophic fainting or arrhythmia. Was that what happened to Kobe? We may never know, but the signs are eerily similar. And if someone like Kobe could suffer a sudden cardiovascular event without warning, then what does that mean for the rest of us? Let's break it down. There are several silent conditions that increase your risk of sudden blackouts or fatal loss of consciousness. One is vasovagal syncope, an exaggerated response of the vagus nerve to stress or fear, causing your heart rate and blood pressure to plummet. Another is cardiac arrhythmia, which causes your heart to beat too fast, too slow, or erratically. And another is baroreflex failure, where your body loses the ability to regulate blood pressure due to nerve damage or aging. All of these conditions can be triggered by things as simple as standing up too fast, drinking too much caffeine, dehydration, emotional stress, or changes in air pressure. And while most people brush off the warning signs like dizziness, blurred vision, or sudden fatigue, they may actually be the only clue your body gives before disaster strikes. So what can you do to protect yourself? Thankfully, there are 3 powerful science-backed steps you can take today to reduce your risk without medication or expensive treatments. The first is mineral balance. Your heart and nervous system rely heavily on electrolytes like magnesium and potassium to function properly. Magnesium regulates nerve signals and prevents muscle spasms, while potassium ensures proper heart rhythm and blood pressure. Studies show that even mild deficiencies can trigger palpitations, dizziness, and loss of consciousness. You can get both minerals from foods like leafy greens, bananas, sweet potatoes, avocados, and seeds. Or you can talk to your doctor about clean, high-absorption supplements. Second, practice something called autonomic reset breathing. This is a daily breathing technique used in hospitals to treat patients with high vagus nerve sensitivity. It involves inhaling slowly for 4 seconds, holding your breath for 7 seconds, and exhaling for 8 seconds. Just 5 minutes a day of this technique has been shown to lower resting heart rate, reduce anxiety, and increase blood flow to the brain, dramatically reducing the risk of fainting or sudden blackouts. And finally, consider supplementing with coenzyme Q10. This natural compound fuels energy production in your heart's mitochondria and improves oxygen delivery. In one study, patients with chronic fatigue and low blood pressure saw a 30% improvement in energy and cardiovascular performance after 12 weeks of CoQ10 supplementation. It's important to remember, none of these solutions replace medical care. If you've ever experienced dizziness, fainting, or unexplained fatigue, you must speak with a cardiologist or neurologist. But taking control of your daily habits now can mean the difference between life and death in a crisis. Imagine this: you're driving home and suddenly your vision goes black. Or you're in a plane and your heart skips a beat, not from turbulence, but from a failing rhythm. That's the reality for thousands every day. But it doesn't have to be your story. Kobe Bryant's legacy will live forever. His work ethic, his devotion to his family, his fearless spirit. But if there's one lesson we must take from his final hours, it's this: no one is invincible. Even the strongest bodies can fall silently without warning. And while we can't control what happened in that helicopter, we can control what we do next. Take your health seriously. Listen to your body. Don't ignore the signals. Because the danger isn't always outside. It could already be inside, waiting. If you want more life-saving health secrets like this, based on real stories and real science, don't wait. Subscribe to Red Alert Health Secrets right now. Turn on the notification bell so YouTube alerts you when the next video could save your life. And if you found this powerful or helpful, hit that like button. It tells the algorithm this message matters. Finally, share this video with someone you care about, a friend, a sibling, a parent, because just one forward could change a life.